Hey guys, Kurt here with Teach Mom How, and today I'm going to teach Mom how to run even if you've never ran before, or if you're completely out of shape, or if you're overweight, or if you just had a baby. Let's get started. So you're probably wondering, how's this guy who looks like he can hardly run himself going to teach me how to run? Well, the truth is I'm not going to teach you how to win races. I'm not going to teach you how to be an Olympic champ. What I'm going to teach you over the next 27 to 30 videos is a training program that I've used in the past to go from not being able to get off my couch to eating everything in sight to being able to run a 5K without stopping. And it's also how I started running. Like right now, I'm totally out of shape. I've let myself go. But a few years ago, I had ran a 54-mile mountain race. Not fast, but I finished it. And I was about 60 pounds lighter, okay? So I've let myself, over the last few years, gain 60 pounds by eating habits, by not running, by losing the habit of running. And to be honest, I lost the passion, the love for running. And that's why I've gained this 60 plus pounds. And so at the time of this filming, I weigh about 255 pounds. And I want to lose 60 of that, okay? And the way I lost my weight in the past was from running. Well, when I was a kid, it was from wrestling. But as an adult, the way I've lost my weight was from running. Well, the challenge is if you get to where I'm at and you start running again, your legs hurt, your calves hurt, your shins hurt, you get injured. And so you might feel good for 1 or 2 days, but then these injuries kick in and then you can't run and it's painful, and that love that I once had for running is gone. Maybe you've never had the love for running. Well, the way I went from not being able to run more than a couple miles to being able to run a 54-mile mountain race was by doing this program that I'm going to show you today. Now, I'm not trying to say that you're going to be able to run a 50-mile race after this 30-day to 60-day program, just depending on how you break it up. But what I am saying is this is the start. This is the program that you follow, and at the end of the program, you're going to decide how long it takes you. It'll take you anywhere from 4 to 9 weeks, depending on how you decide to break it up. But I'm going to do every workout with you with a new video over the next 30 days, okay? So you decide how you break this up, but the point is you're going to learn to enjoy running. You're going to learn to run an entire 5K without stopping, and you'll probably lose some weight in the process, which will make it much easier and much more enjoyable, okay? So let's kind of dive into it. Today is day 0 of the program. The first workout is tomorrow, or if you're watching this after I've recorded these videos, you can go ahead and you can click the link that I'm going to post right now, and you can skip to the first workout when you're ready. But there's a couple things you need to do to prepare for this. Okay, first you need to understand what we're trying to do. We're trying to be able to, over the next 27 workouts, that's how many workouts we're going to do, for roughly a half hour a day is all, okay? Anywhere, I think the longest workout we do is 40 minutes, okay? So we're going to go through and we're going to do this 27-day workout with at least 1 rest day every week. And it's going to take you anywhere from 4 to 9 weeks, depending on how you choose to break it up and depending on how your body reacts. We're going to go through and do this. And I invite you to join me on this journey. I promise you, if you'll come along this journey, you'll enjoy running a lot more than you do now, okay? You'll be able to go from not being able to run more than a couple minutes without stopping, or maybe you can run in a couple minutes without stopping. Maybe you can go run for a half hour right now and feel pretty good, but then tomorrow you're sore. Tomorrow you don't want to run again, so you never get that habit of running. Okay, this is going to change all that. This is going to take you from not being able to run more than a minute or 2 without walking to being able to run for 30 to 40 minutes without walking. This is going to take you from maybe you run okay today, you can go run for 30 or 40 minutes and feel okay. Maybe you can run fairly fast, but then tomorrow you're exhausted, your body hurts, your legs hurt, and you can't do it again, or you don't want to do it again. This is going to change all that, okay? There's a couple tips and principles you need to understand as we go through this, and there's a couple things you need to have physically to be prepared for this, okay? So first off, tips, tricks, mentality. You've got to shift your mind. If you're an ex-athlete like me, a lot of us ex-athletes, we've gotten fat, we've gotten overweight because we aren't competing, and we've gone from like the extreme of working hard, eating healthy, to the extreme of doing nothing and eating terribly, okay? And so that's why we kind of end up like I am. I'm 60 pounds overweight right now. You've got to change the athlete mentality, which is always give 110%. And you've got to have this attitude of, I'm just going to do it. I'm just going to finish regardless of what effort I put in, regardless of how long it takes me. I'm going to finish. That was the shift for me that made me enjoy running, okay? I hated running. I did it in high school. I did it in junior high and in college as a means to an end, as a means to be in shape for wrestling, but I hated it. Later on in life, go back about, I don't know, 7 years ago, I started running and grew very passionate about it, and that's where I started doing some marathons and one ultra marathon. And what shifted for me is I finally realized, you know what? You're not trying to win this. You don't have to give 110% every day. You don't have to run as hard as you can every day. And when I realized it was okay to slow down, it was okay to run at a slower pace, that's when I started to enjoy running, okay? So you're going to have to learn to enjoy running. You won't get through this, and you won't lose the weight you want to lose, and you won't gain the passion for running that you're hoping to gain. So you've got to just be okay with slowing down. So that's the first thing. Be okay with going slower. Be okay with taking walk breaks, and just determine that you're going to finish regardless of the pace. Okay, that's the first thing. The second thing is you need to commit to do at least 3 running workouts. They won't take much more than a half hour, some a little less, some a little more, 3 times a week for the next 9 weeks. Or if you want to speed it up, you need to commit to do 6 per week for the next 4.5 weeks, okay? So I've designed this so you can go at 3 workouts a week or 6 workouts a week. You need at least 1 rest day each week. So schedule out your time that you can do that, and find time on your calendar every single day to get that 30-minute workout in, okay? Now, you may be wondering, well, should I do the 3 a week or should I do the 6 a week? You could also do something in between, all right? For me, these workouts are short enough that at first I can go 6 a week, but then once I get 3 or 4 weeks into it, sometimes my legs, depending on what kind of shape I'm in, and I'm anticipating that I'm out of shape enough right now that I'm going to need to back off in a few weeks. But once I get, 3, 4, 5 weeks in, a lot of times that 6 a week is too hard on my legs because they're not in shape enough. They don't have the strength to run that much. Then I have to back off and do every other day. So that's kind of the program we're going to get started into. Okay, so starting tomorrow, on tomorrow's video, you're going to hit the ground running, and you're going to go out and you're going to do a 30-minute workout, and I'll tell you tomorrow exactly what that is. Today, I just want you to be mentally prepared for tomorrow to start this program, okay? Let your body determine how fast you go, but commit that you're going to finish those 27 workouts. If you'll do that, and you'll do it in no more than 9 weeks, then at the end of those 27 workouts, you'll be able to run a 5K without stopping. Now, physically, what are you going to need for this? You need your phone. Okay, you need a couple apps on your phone that I'm going to show you now, and you need proper dress and shoes. Okay, so you need some decent running shoes. You need warm clothes if you're running in the cold like me, and I'm not going to go into a ton of detail of what type of clothes. You can go crazy and spend a ton of money, but the bottom line is these first few weeks, you're not going to sweat a ton. You're not going to get really hot. So if it's cold out, you need to wear plenty of clothes and gloves so that you feel warm. Okay, so you need to make sure you got the right clothes, make sure you're warm enough for these runs. If you're in a cold weather environment, make sure you got your phone charged every day for these 30-minute runs, and make sure you've got the apps ready to go for the runs that we do, okay? So I'm going to dive in now and show you the couple apps that I recommend you use as we go through this, and then you can join me tomorrow for our first run. Okay, so here's the apps you need on your phone to get all these workouts in that we're going to do over the next 4 to 9 weeks. You need some kind of a run tracking software, or run tracking app. This is awesome because it helps keep you motivated as it shows you run more and more miles. The one I recommend is Nike Run. It's free. You can use a different one if you like, but if you use Nike Run, you can follow me on there if you choose to, and it's kind of motivating to see what your friends are doing and things like that. So Nike Run is the one you use. This is just every time you do a run, you're going to push start. When you finish, you're going to push stop. It's going to track how many miles you run, and it's just kind of motivating to see all that. So you need that app. Then you need an interval timer of some kind. And I'm doing this on, and by the way, Nike Run works on Android or iPhone. I'm using an app called Interval Timer. What this app is going to do is it's going to set the time and beep at me when I'm supposed to run, and then beep at me again when I'm supposed to walk, so that I can do this workout without any problems. Okay, so the interval timer is the app I use. It's called Interval Timer. Just search for an interval timer if you're on Android. This one's for iPhone, and it may be on Android too. And this one is free. Okay, so I've already got this one downloaded. It's this one right here, the Interval Timer HIIT workout. So find something like this. It basically allows you to make these custom timers that go off at certain times during your workout. Okay, so those are the two apps that you're going to need, and they play commercials. That's how they keep them free. All right, now I'm going to show you how to use these. So let's go over to the Nike Run app. If you choose to use this one, if you use a different one, it'll be similar, I'm sure. First, you got to create an account. I've already created one, so pause this video and go create an account if you haven't. And then when it's time to do your workout, you just need to do a couple quick settings, and then you can get started. Okay. Once it's time to do your workout, click on the little runner guy, and you'll see in the middle of the screen, you see shoes and you see a treadmill. The shoes are to choose which pair of shoes you're running in. Select the shoes you're going to run in for the day so that it tracks the miles on those shoes. And over here under shoe is where you can buy new shoes, which that's not what I thought it was. I thought it was where you add new shoes. Somewhere in here you can add new shoes. I'll let you figure that out. And then on the treadmill, that just tells if you're running indoor or outdoor. Okay. If you're running on a treadmill or an indoor track, you put it to indoor. If you're going to run outdoor, you set it to outdoor. And that's it. Okay, that's all you really need to set up. And then when it's time to do your run, you just push start. Okay? You can set a goal if you'd like. And our goal is going to be not distance, but time. The first workout we do is 30 minutes, so you could set it for 30 minutes. The second workout we do that will be slightly different, okay? So they'll always be around 30 minutes. But that's it. Then you just push the start button when you start your run. Today we're not going to actually start a run. We're going to just show you how to use this app, and then on tomorrow's video we'll actually do the run. Okay, you also need interval timer because you're going to set this up for your workouts to beep at you when it's time to walk and beep at you when it's time to run. So this is the app you need. You can choose a different app that's similar, that does the same thing. I don't really care. There's also watches that will do this. Okay, so that's all you need. So on tomorrow's video, when we do our first workout, I will log in here and I will show you how to set up that workout so that you can get started. Okay. All right, that's it. That's everything you need to know. So in preparation for tomorrow's run, make sure you've got 30 minutes blocked out on your calendar. I prefer to do it in the morning if I can. Make sure you get that 30 minutes blocked out for the run. Make sure your phone is nice and charged and that you've got the apps that we went over in it. Make sure that you've got your clothes and your shoes and your socks, gloves, everything that you're going to need for tomorrow laid out, ready to go. So tomorrow you can hit the ground running and get in that 30-minute workout. We'll see you tomorrow. Again, if you just stumbled upon this, I highly recommend you go watch the introduction to this running program. It's designed for people that, like myself, have gotten out of shape and overweight, or maybe you've just had a baby and you want to get back into running. Maybe you've never ran and you want to be able to do it, but you can't last more than a couple minutes. This program is for you. It's simple, it's safe, and it's fun. So go watch the introduction video if you haven't. If you skipped yesterday's workout, go to the previous video. Should be on the screen now. And if you already have done this workout, go to the next workout for tomorrow and go get that one done. Have a great day.